Hello, I am Maria, and this is my channel, Ali Juno's Crafty Corner. I am doing another stitch with me today. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy the video today. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you very much. Today is Friday, September the 8th. Let me look. Yes, it's the 8th. I've looked at the date all day and I still could not remember the date. But yes, it is currently 9 p.m. at night. So that's one of the reasons why my brain's fried. But the other reason is I spent most of the evening rearranging my computer around. I've moved it to a different location so that I can do the face cam without having to worry about if my husband walks out of his room, him getting seen by the camera. All right. So we are stitching on Pandemic today. I am doing this 1/1 full cross on 28 count on easy grid fabric. Let's see how this works. I have not tried to stitch. Hold on. Of course. I was missing my pillow that I keep at my side to help rest my elbow on. Sorry for the shaking. Ah! Sorry. Earthquake. Really sorry for that, guys. I'm not used to the wooden floors, so my chair rolls a little more easier than I think. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Hopefully everybody's been having a good week, and hopefully everybody has a good weekend. I am I don't have a crazy weekend planned, but I do have a little bit planned this weekend. I'm going to go look and see if I can find a cat that I want tomorrow. And we're also going to be on the lookout for a small dog. For my husband, because he would like to have a dog, a small puppy or a small dog that would be that he could keep with him. I'm looking for a young cat that I hope and pray will turn out to be a cuddly kitty. My week's been really good. No complaints on anything. With Monday being a holiday, this week really seemed to go fast. Even though I worked on Monday, it was just a really slow day that it didn't really seem like I worked much that day. I haven't done a whole lot of cross stitching lately, as everybody probably figured out. My days pretty much consist of knitting or video game playing. Some days it's reading. Just depends on the day. Depends on the thing, you know. Some days I don't feel like doing anything but laying down and reading. I have a few audiobooks that I want to listen to, but I haven't actually put them together to start listening, or I actually started playing them to listen to them. So, yeah. Eventually. I'll sit down with my cross stitch one day, because cross stitch I have found is actually really easy to listen to audiobooks on. I've not found my groove for knitting and listening to audiobooks. It just doesn't seem to, I don't seem to focus on the book enough when I'm knitting. I'm like having to concentrate too much on what I'm doing. So for knitting, I normally just put a movie or a Twitch channel up. I've even started doing live TikTok channels if I don't go live on TikTok myself, which is something I've just recently been being able to do, is to go live on TikTok. So I enjoy watching people who do the craft on TikTok. I enjoy watching the people who do lives on TikTok. That it's a lot more crochet on TikTok than it is on YouTube or whatnot. But switch my hands around. I think I'm gonna go this route. I have this hand under here. See how that works for this. Sorry, this is bumping everything. My hair is just not obeying with me today. It just wants to get in my face. I'm going to try to be more consistent on the videos. I know I've said this before, but I was having a problem with where my desk was setting at. It just wasn't a comfortable setting for me. I just felt like I was too conscious of if somebody came through. I'm still kind of worried that if I do the videos, I might end up waking up my husband, because his room's right next to the living room. But it'll be all right. Trying to make sure I don't block y'all's view, and that I don't shake the project too much as well. But I had a really fun weekend the other weekend. I know I've already talked about it in my last Stitch With Me, but I've already been trying to figure out when I can set up the next one. So I really enjoyed having people over, and we just sit around and stitch. It was really fun. I know next weekend I'm going over to my friend Tina's house, 14 count Ada girl. I'm going to go over to her house, and we're going to do some sewing. I'm going to help her understand her sewing machine a little better, the little bit that I can explain, because I don't know a whole lot about sewing either. But I know the basics of sewing, so I can give her some little ideas. She wants to make a project bag, so I'm going to see if I can help her do that. So we'll see. I'm taking my sewing machine, and I'll probably take the stuff that I need to create a bag myself. That way we can make a bag together. That's my goal. So we'll see. I'm going to reach out to my friends and see if in about 2 weeks from this weekend, if they want to get together. And have I think most of them knit as well, so I'm going to see if we can have a knit day instead of a cross stitch day, or if they want to cross stitch, they can bring their cross stitch and do that while we knit. I don't care what craft they do, or if they do any craft at all. If they just want to come over and hang out, I'm perfectly fine with that too. I'm hoping this video turns out okay. I did not do my test that I normally do, so I'm hoping the volume is not too loud on the music, and I'm hoping that you can hear me okay, and I'm not killing your eardrums or anything like that. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go on the video tonight. I am kind of on the tired side, and I still want to get do a bit of knitting before I call it a night as well. So I like ending my night doing some knitting. I actually seem to rest just a bit better when I do in the night with knitting. I don't know if it's just something in the knitting relaxes me, as long as I'm not working on a complex project. But yeah, I think I'll grab my blanket that I've been working on. I know tomorrow I've got to go and look at getting more yarn for my blanket, because the yarn I have is not going to last very many rows, so I need some more yarn for it. Actually, I need one more out. I know I used to show my pattern keeper on here, but I've not been able to do that because when we moved, I had to give my Wi-Fi adapter that let my computer be wireless onto their computer, so she would have access to the internet. So I can't get the tablet to pick up on my computer because it is not wireless. It's not connected to it's not, my computer is not on the Wi-Fi, so it's not registering the tablet. So it won't pull up the tablet in so I can show it on the system here. And we're not in a hurry to buy one at the moment because we're trying to get everything together so we can build the fence for Benji. So he has a place to roam and run without having to be on a chain all the time, because he does not do the greatest on the chain. He's fine on the chain, but when you take him off the chain, he's like super hyped and wanting to run, and you can't let him run. You have to keep him on the leash. So then he's run to the end of the leash, and he just wants to run. So we're trying to get the fence built because we can put him in the little pen that we got for him, but it's just not big enough. He acts like it's more like a kennel than a fenced in area. Now, when we take him to the dog park, he's all for running around, playing, and having fun. He'll go potty at the dog park and all that stuff. But he's not going potty in the little pen that we've got him. So he's treating the pen a lot like his kennel. So we really are trying to get the guard fenced so that he can have a place to run. But we don't want to just half fence the yard. If we're going to fence it in, we want to get the whole thing in at one time. So I think we finally pinpointed exactly how we're going to fence in the yard. And it will fence in 90% of the yard without, blocking off too much of it or fencing it into weird sections. So we're just getting the last bit of funds together for that. So we should have that, hopefully. We should have all the parts, hopefully, by this weekend. And then next week we can start working on building it. We got a piece that we needed so we could dig because we're going to do wooden post and wood with like wire on top of it. My husband has everything thought out in his head of how he's doing it, so it's just we are just waiting on getting the last little bit of funds together so we can buy all the wood and the post and the wire that we need, plus the screws and all that stuff. And then we'll go from there. We bought a little tool that'll attach to our drill to help drill the holes for the post holes. Whoops, I'm pulling out. So that we don't have to fight too hard with the digging the post holes. So alright. This thread is about gone. I think when I don't know quite if I'm going to jump right into knitting or what I'm going to knit tonight. I might knit my blanket. 2, 3. I think I'm going to knit on my blanket. I already said that. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and end this thread. I'll show you how I end the thread. So I do my cross there. So now I'm going to do my ending stitch. So I've done the first half. Now I'm going to do the second, but I'm going to come up the hole. I'm going to go back down the hole I just came up. And that makes me a little loop here. So I kind of hold the loop just to make sure I don't accidentally pull it through. Then I'm going to come up the hole here. And I'm going to go through the loop that I created. And then I'm going to kind of just pull it till it's kind of taut. Not real hard. I'm going to go back down. I'm going to pull that knot I made just back underneath. And then I come up one or two away, especially if they're all the same color. If I look through the glasses, I might actually be able to see what I'm looking at. I'm literally tilting my head up so I'm not looking through the lens. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to go and I'm going to tack this stitch right up underneath in the middle of this stitch. I can normally tell I've caught the fabric just by the tension. And then I just pull it through. And they're done. That stitch is not going anywhere. And that's how I end my stitches. I know this was a really short video, and I apologize. I will try to do another one soon. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night here. It's been a very long day. I was trying to film this morning, but I was having technical issues. So I woke up extra early so I could film this morning, and then fought with things until 8:30. Probably about 8:15, but I knew I wouldn't be in a good mood to stream or to try to do the video. So I didn't do it. Like I said, I will try to do another video soon. And oops, move this. Kind of give y'all a view of what I've been working on. I don't think I've shown Pandemic recently, so this is currently where I'm at on it. It's coming along slowly but surely. It's looking real pretty. Now there's a lot of back work, lining, what is it called? Back work? I don't know. My brain has completely stopped working. I cannot think of what it is that I'm needing, the words for the back line. Back stitch. That's what it is. Back stitch. Sorry. Ow. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call it. I appreciate everybody who come in and hung and checked out the live today. Checked out my video. I'm going to go. I might just head on to bed with how my brain is functioning. I'd be afraid to stitch. To knit. Who knows what I'd end up knitting. So that's the end of me today. Happy stitching, everybody. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye.